Welcome to another episode of SDP Live. My name is Kevin Chong, and today we are going to introduce you to Serenia City, the garden city of KLIA.
Just tap your feet, live it up. Everything will work it out. G-R-O-W, grow up. Oh, what a life, live it. There's a place to be, Serenia City, a place we got to live. I love it, love it, love it. There's a place to be, Serenia City, a place for you and me. I love it, love it, love it. Roll around, soak up the sun, 'cause life is all about having fun. Time to go to favorite places, meet new faces. Get in your car, go to work, see the world, live it. There's a place to be, Serenia City, a place we got to live. I love it, love it, love it. There's a place to be, Serenia City, a place for you and me. I love it, live it.
3 years ago, Sime Darby Property embarked on a revolutionary idea to bridge two of Malaysia's growth nodes right here in the Klang Valley. Perhaps the most important 2,370-acre piece of land, Serenia City connects Sime Darby Property's northern developments such as the city of Elmina, Bandar Bukit Raja, to its southern counterparts like Nilai Impian and Bandar Ainsdale. Now, Serenia City is the missing puzzle that would make Sime Darby Property the most integrated developer in the entire nation. And with KLIA right next to it, the potential of this piece of land was unlike anything we've seen in recent times. It's been 3 years since we've started, and this is our story. Serenia City had humble beginnings. As a colonial tea plantation called Ampar Tenang Estate, established in 1910, Ampar Tenang derived its name from a combination of an English planter's name A. Lampard, pronounced as Ampar, and the Malay word Tenang, which means peaceful. The estate evolved from a tea plantation to a rubber plantation before being converted to a palm oil estate in 1960. Acknowledging its historical roots, Sime Darby Property breathed new life into the Ampar Tenang estate. The name Tenang was transformed to the English word serene and stylized to become Serenia City. Serenia also means sunlight, which is the source of life, representing the vibrancy and energy that is bustling in this development. The Garden City of KLIA was conceptualized as the brainchild of the best town planners in the country. They put pen to paper and turned it into reality at Serenia City. The vision was to turn this 2,370 acres into one of the most livable and sustainable cities for the next decade and beyond. The challenge was to simply question and defy the ordinary of today. We wanted to push the boundaries to see what it could become. To do this, we asked ourselves 3 questions. How do we create a completely different neighborhood experience? How do we push the boundaries when it comes to sustainability? And how do we nurture a neighborhood for a close-knit community? We've had some great achievements, so let's take a look at how far we've come. Did you catch that? Serenia City is literally alive. Being powered by the wind makes this incredibly sustainable, and this kinetic sculpture makes a very uniquely welcoming and exciting environment that exudes a strong presence. Standing tall at 17.7 meters, this is the first of its kind in Malaysia, and has even made its way into the Malaysia Book of Records as the biggest kinetic sculpture in the country. Located at the heart of Serenia City, the Serenity sculpture is a spiral of 60 self-rotating blades in the shape of tea leaves. Each tea leaf is made of aluminum steel, with the longest curve of conjoined columns measuring 500 meters long. This iconic sculpture is completely powered by wind, rotating its blades majestically without the help of any electrical power supply. This is how we create a completely different neighborhood experience. In order to preserve the history of tea plantation in Serenia City, elements of tea leaves are scattered throughout the landscape design, like the Serenity sculpture. Similar kinetic elements can also be found at the entrance of Serenia City, a feature that shows Sime Darby Property's commitment towards developing sustainable futures. Serenia City is divided into 5 precincts and highly connected via major highways. With a dedicated interchange on Elite Highway, traveling from major cities like Subang Jaya and Shah Alam is a breeze. If you're using the Putrajaya Dungkil bypass, you won't even be paying any toll in order to get to Puchong, Putrajaya, Cyberjaya, and KLIA. Serenia City is never too far away from wherever you need to be. Each precinct in the township was designed to suit your every need. Aman Serenia, the main residential precinct, is a reflection of its name, exuding the calm and peaceful atmosphere with a linear park developed within. Chitra Serenia is the heart and soul of this township. It is the central commercial hub where Serenia City Central Park is located, making the precinct that drives the entire neighborhood. Chipta Serenia is the center of innovation. The light industrial precinct offers state-of-the-art green technology parks and is segregated from the other precincts via Elite Highway and the Putrajaya Dungkil bypass. Bayu Serenia and Puncak Serenia are future developments to further our value offerings. By the way, I heard a 57-acre adventure park is part of the plan. For those who love the outdoors, head on over to the 360 Hill for some jungle trekking, mountain biking, or trail running. With exhilarating activities, it makes sense why Serenia City attracts a young population, 70% of which are below 40 years old. As the Garden City of KLIA, artistic sculptures can be found all throughout this township. Like this one that resembles the letter S, it stands for Serenia City. But you notice these vibrant colors behind me? These are the colors that represents the precincts within the neighborhood. And now, they are immortalized by this wonderful piece of art. Every little detail has been meticulously planned by the award-winning landscape architects. For example, this lake at the Central Park has been designed as a retention pond for flood mitigation. The forebay pond filters muddy waters, ensuring the main lake stays free of sludge. Kinetic elements are not the only sustainable feature right here in Serenia City. Take a look at this amphitheater pavilion. Now, not only is it a place for communities to come together and hang out, it's also a rainwater harvesting mechanism, which means when it rains, the water is stored in a tank above and then discharged at the water taps nearby. Now, isn't that fantastic? With 105 acres of lush greenery dispersed throughout the entire development, this is going to be such a relaxing place to come home to. Imagine that you could either relax at one of the 12 community lakes or just spend your time at the 25-acre Central Park. Either way, you're going to be spoiled for choices when it comes to relaxation right here in the Garden City of KLIA. This Instagrammable hotspot is called the Frame of Serenia. Not only is it a gorgeous backdrop for your social media feeds, it's actually made with recycled tiles and steel plates. So it serves as a great reminder for our Insta generation of the importance of recycling. Together, we can picture a greener Malaysia. Nature preservation is something we take very seriously. See these trees behind me? They're over 100 years old, and they date back to the time when this entire town was still a tea plantation. Which is why we've partnered with Persatuan Arborists Malaysia in order to protect this little piece of history. Marrying the ecological design with security of the residents, the concept of crime prevention through environmental design, or CEPTED, was born. CEPTED is an approach utilized by developers and town planners worldwide to prevent crime through the use of man-made and natural environments. See this cute little street lamp over here? It's actually designed to match the average height of any human being so that we can safeguard our residents walking around by improving visibility. It also ensures that when the trees grow bigger and taller, that lights will not be blocked. See? What did I tell you? Every single detail has been thought of. Take a look at these well-kept hedges. Now, not only do they separate the main road from the pedestrian walkway, they also ensure safety and help prevent crime. And you know what? With 50 kilometers worth of jogging, walking, and cycling track in this neighborhood, you're gonna appreciate these. Take a look at this pedestrian crossing. It's the same level as the pedestrian walkway. And the pedestrian crossing also serves as a speed bump for the main road. How is this a clever design, you ask? Well, first of all, it prevents anybody from tripping, and also disability friendly. Each design is purposeful. There's no wonder Serenia City has won the Institute of Landscape Architecture Award not once, but 2 years in a row. Community placemaking is at the heart of every successful township. And here in Serenia City, it is no different. This FIFA-certified football field is going to bring together sports lovers from near and far. Now in May 2021, when this is completed, it could even be the place for international games. FIFA World Cup in Serenia City? Way to get the ball rolling when it comes to community building! The best way to learn about a place is to ask the residents themselves. Being the first residents of Serenia City, let's hear what this couple has to say about their experience.
Kami dah duduk dekat sini dalam 9 bulan jugalah. Kita kira orang yang pertama pindah dekat sini. Bila macam dapat kunci tu dalam bulan 4. Masa tu lepas betul-betul habis MCO, ambil kunci, terus pindah ke sini. Experience tu banyak jugalah. Awal-awal kosong kan, masa awal-awal tu memang macam happy sikit lah sebab tak ada orang langsung kat sini. Malam-malam tu
memang cantik lah sebab dia kosong, lepas tu ada lampu. So kalau malam-malam tu kita jalan tu macam dia tenang. So macam kita tak dengar kenderaan kat luar ke apa kan. Bunyi lori lalu semua tak ada. So macam memang happy lah, memang seronok. Walaupun tak ada orang tapi benda tak rasa takut pun.
Sebab dia kat sini macam even malam pun dia punya lampu tu dekat luar pun okey, terang semua kan. So macam bila kalau naik kereta je
pun ada ronda kan.
Ronda-ronda. So kalau macam kita keluar pun seorang-seorang pun tak takut. Kita orang pilih Serenia City sebab time tu kita orang cari rumah jugalah, area-area daripada Setia Alam tu sampailah ke Ipoh kita orang cari sebenarnya. Kat sini pun kita orang pergi, kita orang dah tengok je lah kawasan macam sebelah tu ada IOI semua kan, San Suria. Kita orang ada pergi juga. Tapi bila tengok kat Serenia ni macam dia lagi menarik sebab dia sebelah betul highway. Macam dia punya keluar daripada Serenia terus boleh terus ke highway, dah tak ada tunggu jam dekat mana-mana kan.
Itulah, masa dia pindah tu pun saya tanya dia, "You nak ambil sini? I nak tahu tol kat mana?" Sebab saya kerja banyak travel, so kadang saya selalu pergi ke KL, kadang ke Bangi, kadang Shah Alam. So saya nak rumah, saya senang keluar, so saya boleh pergi ke mana-mana tu senang. So saya akan tanya dia, you ambil kat sini, Plaza Tour tu kat mana? So dia kata, jangan risau, keluar je tu ada Plaza Tour. Okay, I on.
Connectivity kat sini okey jugalah sebab dia dekat dengan KLIA, kita ada ERL. So kalau macam kita orang nak pergi ke KL Central ke kan, just kita orang
sangat.
park dekat ERL tu, paling dekat sini Salak Tinggi ataupun dekat Putrajaya. Kira Serenia City ni tempat yang sesuai lah untuk membesarkan anak sebab kebanyakan jiran-jiran kat sini pun anak dia orang pun lebih kurang umur-umur 5-6 tahun, ada yang dah sekolah darjah 1-2 lah. Jadi sekolah pun dekat. Jadi diorang pun boleh hantar anak diorang sekolah dekat kawasan yang berdekatan lah, dekat sini. Sini
macam pada saya selesa sebab kadang kalau kita tinggalkan rumah ke and then kita tak ada dekat kawasan sini, dan walaupun diorang tak tahu kita ada rumah ke tak, tapi kalau diorang nampak macam pintu pagar terbuka ke, diorang akan tolong tutupkan. And then kadang macam lampu belakang rumah, diorang tengok sampai 2 hari terbuka je tak tutup kan. Nanti diorang akan tanya, rumah nombor ni, lorong ni, lampu belakang tak tutup dah 2 hari. So kadang kita keluar kita tak ingatkan apa kan. So diorang macam ada kerjasama lah kat situ. Even kalau macam anak ada macam saya urgent ke kena kerja apa kan, so adalah willingly nak tolong tengokkan anak sekejap ke kan. So kiranya komuniti sini memang bagus lah pada saya. Sangat friendly, sangat baik lah.
Not only a great place to live in, Serenia City is also a township with great investment potential. Our next resident sees the booming investment opportunity and has put his money where his mouth is.
So I was shopping around for quite a few projects, and with Serenia City, I felt like it's a very good balance between being a new launch, which means I could enjoy a lot of long-term capital appreciation, but at the same time, it's very near matured area like Kota Warisan and surrounding Sepang, which means that I don't have to wait for commercial to develop. It's already developed, and in fact, when I went over to Kota Warisan, I can see that it's already a very thriving community. There's KFC, McDonald's, and there's a lot of shops are already operating and people are already shopping there. Apart from the quality of workmanship, which I really like, I also like the quality of materials that they choose. My favorite is actually the laminated flooring from the staircase all the way up to the first floor living and all the rooms. I felt like that was a really good touch, and it really makes the house look a lot more premium. For me personally, the parks was something I did not expect, because when I bought this house in Serenia Armani, a lot of the landscaping and infrastructure wasn't even in the plan yet, right? So I have no idea what it was going to look like. So on the day one when I collected my keys, I was very happy to see that the kinetic structure was huge, it's already being set up, the parks was already ready to be jogged at, the trees was a lot more matured compared to some of the other projects that I've seen. So the first impression, being a freehold individual title, was really amazing. So it's a very pleasant sight to see that even though it's a first phase development, and probably like what I said, because it's sort of in a matured environment, people were already ready to move in. When I was making the decision to invest here in Serenia Armani, one of the biggest factors is actually the developer. So Sime Darby Property being a property developer with a huge track record, I know that they are not gonna fail their township. So even though it was first phase and everything else is pretty much just flat land, I knew that Sime Darby Property will continue to invest into their projects, right? So at the current juncture, I already see that Serenia Adiwa has very good take-up. The price appreciation is already very good, and I heard the new phase Serenia Aria is also doing pretty well. So given that the first few phases are doing well, it's already a very good sign that the momentum moving forward is going to be tremendous. One of the things that we enjoy here in Serenia Armani is that Sime Darby Property isn't the only developer that is developing this area. Concurrently, there are quite a few big developers in the surrounding area as well, all trying to capitalize on the Sepang growth, the Sriwijaya growth, Putrajaya, and the nearby areas. So with several big developers developing a particular area at the same time, it could only mean good thing, right? Because everyone would want to put in their best foot forward and compete together. I'm quite a frequent traveler. I travel a lot for work purposes as well as for personal reasons. So I definitely enjoy staying close by to the airport. I think not having to sit in a taxi or cab for an hour just to go from the airport back to home is a very convenient option to have. On top of that, I'm not really living next to the airport, right? You don't see the airport around here, you don't really see the aeroplanes around here. You feel like you're living in a residential area with nice greenery, nice surrounding, but it's still very accessible to the airport.
Now, since we're already here, let's take a closer look at one of our freshly completed units right here at Serenia Adiva. Creating a next-level township is no easy feat, and this is just the beginning of Sime Darby Property's latest township. In such a short amount of time, Sime Darby Property has established Serenia City as the gem of the southern Klang Valley. We hope you enjoyed the video today, and Serenia City proudly invites you to be a part of our growing township. Guys, wasn't that fantastic? Sign up for Serenia City's latest launch, Serenia Area 3, to be a part of the Garden City of KLIA. We hope you enjoyed discovering Serenia City with us today, and congratulations to our giveaway winners. Thank you to all the viewers for being a part of the SDP live journey. Till next time!